Hi everyone, we are back with another Give for Good Louisville video. We're going to do an evening check-in and another Why I Give story. My name is Patrick. I run communications here at Maryhurst, and I'm joined by Channing, a longtime supporter and volunteer. Channing, if you wouldn't mind, just introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your history with Maryhurst.
Sure. My name is Channing Flaherty. Thank you for having me. Been involved with Maryhurst ever since I feel like I was in diapers. My grandmother, who just recently passed, DJ Doris Jones, got me involved at a young age. Since then, she has had several stat or positions on the board and just different involvement, volunteering. I always was giving to Maryhurst as a child, even before I understood the mission or knew what we were doing here. Now my mom, Colleen Underhill, is on the board, and I joined her on the board this past January. And I've also been very involved through my company, Enterprise. I work for the Fleet Management Division, where we help Maryhurst with their fleet of vehicles. So I've gotten to know that side of the business, but also through our Enterprise Foundation, I've been able to give back time and money to the great cause that Maryhurst is. So all that said, it's been kind of part of my fabric for years now, and everyone in my current family, my husband and my three children, know what Maryhurst is, and they also get very involved as well.
Yeah, awesome. So Channing was a perfect person to tape a Why I Give story with us here for Give for Good. And so you talked a little bit about your history with the organization in terms of, familial involvement and corporate volunteerism and stuff like that. But, with your personal time that you've spent here, why have you found that meaningful to give back?
Yeah, so I've been blessed to serve here in numerous ways with the girls who are benefiting from the services here, as well as just on campus with physical items that need to happen, volunteering to supply things like what we're about to talk about in this room. But specifically, when I'm working with the girls, I'm thinking about how amazing my upbringing was and how I had that blessing of parents in the home and a great education and a pretty normal upbringing and what these young women have been through. It's been very dramatic in a lot of ways, and to come here and have a safe place, to have a place that they can call home, that they can be rehabilitated, and that they can grow in so many ways, spiritually, educationally, and just kind of become great citizens when they leave Maryhurst. I just really am impacted by what we're doing here and what the staff is doing here, and any part that I can have in that trajectory of that young woman's life beyond Maryhurst is really important to me.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Jane, for sharing that. And as you alluded to, we are here in the boutique on Maryhurst Residential Campus, and it's a special room. We wanted to film in here because, as part of the Give for Good Louisville Giving Day, we have restricted a particular giving level that is $180 to use those funds that come in specifically for the boutique fund that stocks this room full of essentials for all the kids in foster care that come in need, clothing, personal care, hygiene, all that sort of stuff. And that's in observance of Maryhurst's 180th anniversary, actually. But in terms of when you've had some exposure to the kids on campus, their interaction with the boutique, what is it about the boutique that you feel like is special for their time here?
I got excited when I walked in here today. I was thinking about my own kids who are 7, 5, and 2, who would walk into a place like this and think, "Wow, I get to go shopping." These young women don't have the benefit of a phone where they can just order from Amazon what they need, or run up to Target to get school supplies or feminine hygiene products. So coming to Maryhurst, sometimes they have nothing with them in terms of their own belongings, and to be able to walk into this beautiful space, which is well organized and has all those amenities from fun things to needed items, just to get through their time here. It's just such a blessing, and knowing that they don't have to pull out a pocketbook and pay for those items just is such a relief for those young women. So I'm proud that we have something like this to offer them when they walk through these doors, just to get them a nice soft landing once they get here, because it's already a big change for them, and they've, like I mentioned earlier, been through so much. So just to give them something that's easy is really a nice offering to have.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. And I think that this boutique is a really special place. So if you do choose to give at the $180 level for Give for Good Louisville, you'll be enrolled in some updates from us where we'll be sharing exactly how much it is that we're dispersing to all the kids that come through. So you do get to stay on top of all the great stuff that the boutique is doing. So just to wrap us, Channing, if looking at the camera and saying anybody that's watching this and thinking about supporting Maryhurst, what would you say to those folks?
Gosh, I would just look at your own blessings in your life, being grateful for what you have, and looking for an opportunity to provide that to the young women that are coming through the doors here. I would just ask you to contribute in any way you can, small or big. Everybody says that, but it really does go to the mission, which is helping these adolescent youth get back into the world and have an opportunity to do so much more than what they may currently feel they are capable of. It's beautiful to watch the transformations that happen here. You'll see butterflies as one of the symbol, and just watching these girls spread their wings, go on to college, go on to have families of their own, and break the cycle of trauma that they have had in their lives. It gives me chills to think about. So would love to get you involved. There's so many ways, whether you want to give your time or your treasure. And it's one of those places that truly means that. So I hope we impacted you some today, and that you'll think about getting involved with Maryhurst.
Absolutely. Thank you, Channing. And that was another Why I Give story for Give for Good Louisville. We will see you around, and just thank you again for watching. One final thing in terms of that is, we are backing this video up to, if you're watching it live, there's a special prize that Give for Good Louisville is doing called the Greatest 2 Minutes in Giving. And if you're finishing up this video, you can move from our site over to maryhurst.org/GFG. And if you give within the 2 minutes that are coming up, there's a chance for boosting the gift by thousands of dollars thanks to Churchill Downs.